Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to run through in a minute, and we'll save the comical section of the video for last, so stick around. And as always, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and find me on social media at ETLifestyle_web. So we'll start with 50 Cent, and I'll take you back to when 50 vowed to make changes and claimed he would no longer spark feuds on social media. This was due to the passing of Kobe that no one expected, and in the heat of the moment, 50 shared this on Instagram. I feel like I have to achieve what I want in life now after this. I have to focus. I'm not arguing with anyone anymore. I'll deal with it another way if there's a problem. Now, it didn't take long for 50 to break this promise shortly after with the ongoing feud with French Montana, but now he's taking it to new heights in a recent interview with Lil Wayne on Young Money Radio, and 50 didn't waste no words to bundle up Meek Mill, Rick Ross, and Roc Nation CEO in one quick swoop. This man has a PhD in trolling.
I'm not even going to say who I'm talking about, right?
Please don't.
I'm just going to say, if you represent prison reform, how did you sign to a correctional officer and you managed by snitch? Help me with this, man.
So this was 50 Cent dropping 2 cents about Meek Mill's situation at the moment that looks to qualify as cognitive dissonance of some sorts based on contradicting actions, and to shed some light on the situation regarding Jay's Roc Nation CEO, Desiree Perez. She was allegedly arrested for slinging and became a DEA informant as a result, and Meek has already come under fire for throwing shade at 6ix9ine while getting managed by a quote-unquote official snitch, and 50 is bamboozled by Meek's thought process and needs our help to understand this contradiction. And I won't lie, we know 50 loves to set things up, but he is actually speaking some truth in here with this. Academics described as a Teletubby by Freddie Gibbs also dropped his thoughts. When Savage McMill get online, please show him what 50 Cent said about him on Young Money Radio, cause no way those Twitter fingers are only selective for bloggers. And 50's qualms is the fact that Meek supports prison reform, but is associated with a crowd that contradicts this. 6ix9ine reacted to Teletubby's post stating, "At Meek, keep the same energy you had for academics for 50. And Meek has since reacted to this news stating, "They trying to group up on cause, corny brothers LOL. But what do you guys think of this?" Once again, 50 has found a way to put himself at the center of everything, breaking his own promise once again. And while you ponder on this, we head to the next topic at hand.
Help me with this, man.
Recently, I reported that for the first half of 2020, Eminem's Music to Be Murdered By was the top-selling album released in 2020 in the United Kingdom. And many of you who've been following this channel may be in the dark about how much people on the outside don't know about Eminem because he gets limited coverage from the MSM. The only time they conclusively cover Eminem is when they want to pin him as the bad guy, and many on Twitter just found out of Eminem's dominance thanks to this. Eminem's Music to Be Murdered By is the #1 selling album released in 2020 in the United Kingdom. This doesn't come as a surprise to us, but those who stick to MSM outlets found this shocking. One user states, "He released an album?" Another one, "I live in the United Kingdom and I didn't know Eminem still released music." And a user responds to this with, "Breaking news, you are not the whole United Kingdom." And this response gives me flashbacks to those that say they don't know anyone who listens to Eminem and use this as a point to back up the claim that Eminem is irrelevant. And the user expands on this, "And for those who live in the United States, I'd love to know your thoughts. Eminem is hated only in his own country and loved all across the world, Americans." And for those who criticize the way Shitty Records have handled Eminem's latest album, some users shared their thoughts. Some people under this tweet talking about how they didn't even know he released. That's how bad your promo skills are, Eminem. And I think Eminem is at a point where he only wants to focus on his hardcore fans. And as the facts suggest, hardcore fans are enough for Eminem to have the top-selling album of the year so far. Next up is the comical part of this video, as users on Twitter seem to think they have discovered the true meaning of stan. A viral post states, "I hate you guys for not telling me that the word stan is a combination of stalk and fan." And this now has over 56,000 likes, and it's not surprising that the viral post that is supposed to be enlightening, with all caps, gets it wrong at the same time. This is Twitter as we know it today, and luckily we had a somewhat popular reply under that saved the day. Its origins lie in Eminem's 2000 hit song Stan, about an overzealous fan, and has come to describe anyone who takes their love for a particular artist or entertainment franchise to new extremes. And this comes after users do more quote-unquote research to support the false original posts like this one. WTF, it is true. I often make jokes on this channel about tweets like, I can't imagine someone standing Eminem in 2020, you know, tweets that reek of ignorance on the origin of Stan. And the user that started this cleared the air after getting some education. The user states, y'all keep on saying, haven't you heard of Eminem's song? Like, of course not, that's why I just knew. And this is what I call achievement unlocked for Eminem, generational influence. And Stan will remain relevant long after we are gone at this rate. That will be all. Share your thoughts below, like and subscribe if you haven't, and see you on the next one.